Hey everyone, we are back with another Yoshi and the Mysterious book guide, and this time we're heading into the Scatterpuff Habitat. Yep, in this guide we'll show you how to find all 3 of the Smiley Flowers and complete all of the discoveries in this stage. Yep, we have another stage in this game packed with collectibles, so let's get started. And the first thing that we need to do is simply sprout a Scatterpuff. And we just need to have Yoshi run like the wind, scattering the Scatterpuffs until they sprout. And then we just have to wait for some to land in the grass to complete the next discovery. Yep, that's where those big yellow ones come from. Okay, next up we're going to grab a Crazee Dayzee and make it all fluffy. And we just have to swipe it onto Yoshi's back and then go run through some Scatterpuffs. And these Scatterpuffs can do all kinds of things like grow on a rock, which just so happens to be the next discovery that we're going to complete. And after enough of these Scatterpuffs have landed on the rock, it will weaken it enough so that Yoshi can ground pound it and bust it open. Okay, the next 2 discoveries to complete require some apples, so let's go over to the apple tree. And to complete the first discovery here, we just need to combine an apple with a Scatterpuff. And then next we just need to feed an apple to this Crazee Dayzee that's covered in fluff. Now let's head over to the right where we will find a potted tree, and we just need to cover that tree in fluff to complete the next discovery. If we make our way up the branches here, we can find a golden bug, and we need to cover that bug in fluff to complete the next discovery. And just keep jumping up into it until it's fully covered. And we're not really sure how this next discovery got completed, but there is an egg flower up and to the left, so somehow we did absorb the nutrients from it. Or the game has a bug. Yep, and here is one of those egg flowers that we were just talking about. So if you want to complete the discovery and actually see it happen, you can do it right here. Okay, now it's time to get the first Smiley Flower in the stage. Actually, we're collecting flower number 3 first because it just so happens to be right near us, up and to the right. Okay, right here is another big rock that we can weaken with the Scatterpuffs, but first, let's lick one of them to complete another discovery. Yep, I bet they taste good. Okay, now that we are done taste testing these Scatterpuffs, let's put some more on this rock here so that we can break it open. Okay, next up, we're going to infect this poor little creature here inside this cave with, yep, Scatterpuffs. Yep, we just need to start filling in that little opening with Scatterpuffs and have them grow into the cave until they attach to the creature. And then once you get one of those Scatterpuffs inside the opening, you can use the eggs to spread them further in. And I think you can also use Yoshi's tongue too to do that. But we're out of eggs, so we're going to run up to the egg flower and get some more. And then on the way down, we will complete another discovery, which just involves doing a ground pound. Yep, you can do that anywhere. You just need to do a ground pound in a patch of Scatterpuffs to complete that discovery. Okay, now let's get back down to that cave and start filling it up with some more Scatterpuffs. Yep, and once they get far enough into the cave, they'll start growing on the back of that creature. Okay, this one's kind of fun. We're going to use this ball of yarn to roll it around and scoop up a bunch of Scatterpuffs to make a giant fluffy snowball. Okay, quickly we're going to grab those golden bug tokens that we never picked up on the branch above us, and then we're going to reset the stage. Yep, we did learn the hard way that this next discovery is much easier to do if you don't break the big rock at the beginning of the stage like we did. Do you want to build a snowman? Well, if you want to complete this discovery, you're going to have to. And we're going to make this snowman out of 2 big fluffy snowballs. And yes, having this big rock here at the end will prevent it from rolling down the hill into the water, which will make this impossible to complete. And that is why we reset the stage. So we'll park this snowball at the end of the trail in front of that big rock that was in front of the cave. And then we can make our way up to the top of the tree to get the second ball of yarn and make our second snowball. Okay, now we'll roll this one down the hill and put it next to the first snowball that we made. And then finally, Yoshi just needs to start pushing on those snowballs until they stack on top of each other to make the snowman. Okay, now with that discovery complete, we can go destroy that big block that's in the way on the right so that we can continue on and do the next set of discoveries in the stage. And right here is where we can find Smiley Flower number 1. It's inside of that statue. So just like with those rocks, the Scatterpuffs will weaken the statue so that we can ground pound it and break it apart. And now let's run down this hill and we'll drop a Scatterpuff spore into the water to complete the next discovery. And one more time, back up the hill, and this time we're going to slide down the hill to complete 2 discoveries. Yep, just slide down the slope and fall into the water. Okay, at this part there is a cave that we need to get into. It's underwater, and the only way to get to the cave is to drain all of the water out of this area, and we'll use these Scatterpuffs to do that. So the first discovery to complete is just to lower the water level, and you can do that by dropping some Scatterpuffs into the water to absorb it up. And then for the second discovery, you just literally do the same thing over and over again until there is no water left. Yep, and you better have some patience because this can take quite a while to do. And once the water level is low enough, run inside the cave and grab flower number 2. Okay, we're back above ground again, and this next discovery, you've done most of it already throughout the stage. Yep, you have to have all of the Scatterpuffs land on these like different areas, and the one that we haven't done yet is to land on top of the egg flower. And for most of us, this should be the last one remaining that we haven't gotten yet. If not, just go back through the stage and put them all over the place. Yep, placing them on the water, the grass, and the trees in addition to this one should do it. Okay, we're back at the cave again where we scared away that big animal, and now we just need to fill the den up with Scatterpuffs. Yep, imagine that. Just like before, fill in the passage with Scatterpuffs and then push them further in until the den is full. Okay, the den is full, that is complete, and now we're going to reset the stage one more time for the final discovery, and you'll see why in a second. Yep, for this final discovery in our guide here, we need to bloom all of the flowers in the stage using a Crazee Dayzee, and we cannot let the Crazee Dayzee get infected with Scatterpuffs. So just carefully make your way through the stage blooming all of the flowers and do not hit any Scatterpuffs, and you will complete this discovery. And there we go, that completes the final discovery in our guide for the Scatterpuff Habitat. So that's a wrap for this one. We hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please toss a like at the video, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, Derek's Gaming, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you, and it helps our channel grow. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, and we will see you at the next stage.